Welcome to Learn Commerce PU online classes. Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.
Hello everyone, welcome to First PUC Statistics online classes. I am Udeshri and I teach statistics. Statistics is not new to you. You had already discussed some concept of statistics in mathematics. So you have enough idea about statistics. And statistics is one of the interesting subject like a game. Here we play using numbers and variables. So first of all, what is statistics? For some people, statistics is only the information, and for some people statistics is useful in research point of view, and then like that for some people statistics is diagrams or graphs that can be used in advertisement, etc. So but statistics is the science of collection, presentation, analysis and interpretation of numerical data. First of all, what is collection of data? Collection of data andre enu? See, just assume, for example, just assume I am a cool drinks distributor and I want to start my business in Karkala. If I want to start my business in Karkala, I have to set one goal. Okay, ನನ್ನ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ಫುಲ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಒಂದು ಗೋಲ್ ಸೆಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ಫುಲ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನರ್ಥ? ಸೊ ನಾನು ಮೋರ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ನನಗೆ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ರೆ, ನನಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ರೆ ನನ್ನ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ಫುಲ್ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಅರ್ಥ. ಸೊ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ಫುಲ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ನಾವು ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕ್ಸ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಹೇಗೆ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕ್ಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದು? ಸಿ, just assume in a Karkala there are 5,000 students, 5,000 people are there. See, 5,000 in the sense what this is large group. So 5,000 ಜನ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ತುಂಬ ಜನ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಲಾರ್ಜ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್. ಸೊ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬರ ಹತ್ರ ಹೋಗಿ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಈಸಿ ಉಂಟಾ? ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟ್, ಇಸಂಟ್ ಇಟ್? ಸೊ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬರ ಹತ್ರ ಹೋಗಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಯಾವ ಫ್ಲೇವರ್ ಇಷ್ಟ, ನಿಮಗೆ ಯಾವ ಫ್ಲೇವರ್ ಇಷ್ಟ, ನಿಮಗೆ ಯಾವ ಫ್ಲೇವರ್ ಇಷ್ಟ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳೋದು ತುಂಬ ಕೆಲಸ. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೇನೆ ಒಂದು ತುಂಬ ಟೈಮ್ ಹಿಡಿತದೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಕಾರ್ಕಳದ ಜನರ ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಟೇಸ್ಟ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುವ. ಸೊ ಸೇಮ್ ಟೇಸ್ಟ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ 5,000 ಜನದಿಂದ 5,000 ಔಟ್ ಆಫ್ 5,000 ಪೀಪಲ್ ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಸಮ್ ಫ್ಯೂ ಪೀಪಲ್ಸ್. ಲೈಕ್ 5,000 ಇದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಅನಾಲಿಸಿಸ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು 50 ಜನರನ್ನು ನಾನು ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು 50 ಜನರನ್ನು ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇನಲ್ಲ, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ sample. So sample in the sense that is representative portion of the population or part of the population. So here part of the population, here sample is 50. So ಈ 50 ಜನ ಇರುವ ಕಾರಣ ನಮಗೆ we can easily collect the information about what is the taste of the Karkala people. So 50 ಜನ ಇರುವ ಕಾರಣ ಸೊ 50 ಜನರದ ಟೇಸ್ಟ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಅನಾಲಿಸಿಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸೊ ಈಸಿ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ 50 ಜನರ ಹಿಯರ್ ಸೊ ಸಿ ಈ 50 ಜನರ ಟೇಸ್ಟ್ ಸೊ ಈ ತರ ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ಸ್ ಮೇ ಬಿ ಸಮ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಲೈಕ್ಸ್ ಆರೆಂಜ್, ಸಮ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಲೈಮ್, ಕೆಲವರಿಗೆ ಕೋಲಾ ಇಷ್ಟ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, ಕೆಲವರಿಗೆ ಆಪಲ್ ಫ್ಲೇವರ್ ಇಷ್ಟ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, ಕೆಲವರಿಗೆ ಪೆಪ್ಸಿ ಇಷ್ಟ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು. ಸಿ, these are the collection of observation, and while looking at this data, so ಈ ಡಾಟಾನ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ನಮಗೆ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಯಾರೆಲ್ಲ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಫ್ಲೇವರ್ ಇಷ್ಟ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಈ ಜನರಿಗೆ ಅಂತೇಳಿ. ಸೊ ಕೌಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಪ್ರತಿ ಸಲ ಕೌಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟ್. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ನಾವು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ಗೆ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗುವ. ದಟ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಈಸ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಷನ್. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಷನ್? ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಷನ್ ನಾವು ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ತರ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಬಟ್ ಈ ನಮ್ಮ ಡೇಟಾಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಟ್ಯಾಬ್ಯುಲರ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಷನ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡುವ. ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಟ್ಯಾಬ್ಯುಲರ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಷನ್? ಟ್ಯಾಬ್ಯುಲರ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಷನ್ ಇಸ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ಯಾಟಿಕ್ ಅರೇಂಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಫೈಡ್ ಡೇಟಾ ಇನ್ ರೋಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಕಾಲಮ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಅಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತು, ಟೇಬಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ರೋಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಕಾಲಮ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಈ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವೇಷನ್ಗೆ, ಈ ಕಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಡಾಟಾಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು 2 ಕಾಲಮ್ ಮತ್ತೆ 6 ರೋಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಹಾಕುವ. See, ಇಲ್ಲಿ table first one is flavors. There are so many flavors. There are 5 flavors are there. See, lime is there, orange is there, then Pepsi is there, cola is there. Next one more column is number of persons. So number of persons ಅಲ್ಲಿ number of person observations ನ ನೋಡಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನರಿಗೆ ಆರೆಂಜ್ ಫ್ಲೇವರ್ ಇಷ್ಟ ಅಂತ ತೋರಿಸ್ತದೆ. ಹಾಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ, ಹೌ ಮೆನಿ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಲೈಕ್, ಸಿ ನಂಬರ್, ಹೌ ಮೆನಿ ಪೀಪಲ್ಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಆರೆಂಜ್ ಫ್ಲೇವರ್, ಆ ಥರ ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನರಿಗೆ ಪೆಪ್ಸಿ ಇಷ್ಟ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನರಿಗೆ ಲೈಮ್ ಇಷ್ಟ, ಅದನ್ನು ಇಟ್ಟೆ ಟ್ಯಾಬ್ಯುಲರ್ ರೆಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಷನ್ ನೋಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ನಮಗೆ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಓಕೆ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಟ್ಯಾಬ್ಯುಲರ್ ರೆಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಷನ್. ಹಾಗೆಯೇ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಇಸ್, ಒಮ್ಮೆ ಟ್ಯಾಬ್ಯುಲರ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಷನ್ ಒಂದ್ಸರ್ತಿ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಷನ್ ಮುಗಿದ್ರೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಈಸ್ ಅನಾಲಿಸಿಸ್. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅನಾಲಿಸಿಸ್? Analysis is very important. Here only expert that who can have, yes, analysis in the sense that is very important. Idna expert ಮಾತ್ರ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. Expert in the sense who have good knowledge about statistics, they can do the analysis part. So analysis part ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಟಿಷಿಯನ್ನೇ ಆಗಬೇಕು, ಅವರು ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪರ್ಟ್ ಇರಬೇಕು, ಅವರಿಗೆ ಈ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕ್ಸ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ತುಂಬ ನಾಲೆಜ್ ಇರಬೇಕು, ಅವರು ಮಾತ್ರ ಅನಾಲಿಸಿಸ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ. ಸೊ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಅನಾಲಿಸಿಸ್ the next is interpretation. Interpretation in the sense that is conclusion. So interpretation means conveying proper message or proper information that what we have done throughout the statistical method, that can anybody can understand, that is interpretation. Interpretation ಅಂದರೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯ ಜನರಿಗೆ ಕೂಡ ನಮ್ಮ ಕನ್ಕ್ಲೂಷನ್ ನೋಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಬೇಕು, ಅವ್ರು ನಮ್ಮ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಆರ್ ಅನಾಲಿಸಿಸ್ ನೋಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವೇನು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ ಅಂತೇಳಿ, ಸಿ ನಾವು ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಆನ್ ಅವರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸೋ ಮೆನಿ ಪೆಪ್ಸಿ ಫ್ಲೇವರ್ ಕೂಲ್ ಡ್ರಿಂಕ್ಸ್ ಆದೆ. ಸೊ ಈ ಕೂಲ್ ಡ್ರಿಂಕ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು ಆರೆಂಜ್ ಫ್ಲೇವರ್ನ ಜನರು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇಷ್ಟಪಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ನಾನು ಆರೆಂಜ್ ಫ್ಲೇವರ್ನ ಈ ಏರಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಕಾರ್ಕಳ ಏರಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ನನಗೆ ಮೋರ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಇದೊಂದು ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಫಾರ್ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಲೆಕ್ಷನ್, ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಷನ್, ಅನಾಲಿಸಿಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಂಟರ್ಪ್ರಿಟೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ನ್ಯೂಮೆರಿಕಲ್ ಡಾಟಾ. I hope you understood what is statistics. Next, let's see what are the portions are there in statistics in first PUC. See the first chapter number 1 is Introduction to Statistics and some basic concepts. So under this chapter we are going to discuss what are the important, what are the scopes of statistics, what are the characteristics of statistics, what are the uses of statistics, and basic concepts. What are some basic concepts of statistics? Under this chapter we are going to discuss these are the things, and this chapter is important for 8 marks. And next, the chapter number 2, that is organization of data. So organization of data in the sense, under this chapter we are going to discuss what are the how to collect the observation, how to collect the data, then what are the methods of collection of data, then what are the types of collection of data, then how to frame a questionnaire. These things we are going to discuss under organization of data, and this chapter is important for 8 marks. Next is classification and tabulation. So under this chapter we are going to discuss what is classification and what is tabulation, then what are the types of classification and what are the types of tabulation, and what are the difference between classification and tabulation, and this chapter is important for 16 marks. Okay, next, chapter number 4. This chapter is important for 16 marks. And next, chapter number 4 is diagrammatic and graphical representation of data. See, under this chapter we are going to discuss what is diagrammatic and what are the types of diagrams, and what is graphical representation, then what are the needs of graphical representation, what are the types of graphical representation and all. And this chapter is important for 16 marks. Next, chapter number 5 is analysis of univariate data. Okay, under this chapter we are going to discuss the first one, measures of central tendency. Central tendency is nothing but mean, arithmetic mean, harmonic mean, geometric mean, mode and median. And next, measures of dispersion, measures of position, next moments, skewness and kurtosis, that we are going to study under analysis of univariate data. Okay, next, chapter number 6, and this chapter is important for 36 marks. Next chapter is analysis of bivariate. Okay, under this chapter we are going to discuss correlation and regression. So this chapter is important for 23 marks. Next, chapter number 7 is association of attributes. So under this chapter we are going to discuss how to solve qualitative characteristics, how to solve qualitative types data. So qualitative in the sense that is unmeasurable observation. So using unmeasurable observation, how to solve, how to use statistical techniques to unmeasurable observation, that we are going to discuss under this association of attributes, and this chapter is important for 7 marks. Okay, next is, that is 8th one, that is interpolation and extrapolation. Okay, under this chapter we are going to discuss how to identify missing variable, and this chapter is important for 6 marks. Okay, next one is theory of probability. Okay, under this chapter we are going to discuss what are the types of probability, and some concept we are going to discuss, some concept about probability we are going to discuss under theory of probability. This chapter is important for 18 marks. Next, random variable. I think this topic is new to you, so this chapter is important for 18 marks. Okay, these are the chapter names. Next, let's see the question paper pattern. And annual question paper, statistics question paper is based on 100 marks. So question paper pattern like this. For 1 mark, we can for 1 mark there are 12 questions. Out of 12, we have to write 10 questions. So that is 1 into 10, 10. For 1 mark, you have to write 10 questions. And for 2 marks, there are 12 questions are there. So out of 12, we have to write only 10 questions. It means 2 into 10, that is 20. Next, for 5 marks, this is part section A, this is section B, and this is section C. So under section C, the 5 marks questions are there. So for 5 marks, there are 12 questions we can expect. So under out of 12 questions, we have to write 8 questions. So you have to write answer to 8 questions. So 5 into 8, that is 40. Next part, that is for 10 marks. For 10 marks, you have to write 2 questions. There are 4 questions are there. Out of 4, you have to write 2 questions. So 10 into 2, that is 20. Next, for 5 marks, there are 4 questions they will give. Out of 4, you have to write 2 questions. So 5 into 2, that is 10. So maximum marks 100. Okay, this is question paper pattern. Okay, for statistics, we are using scientific calculator only. See, statistics ಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ನಾವು scientific calculator ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಬೇರೆ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಗೆ ನೀವು ಸೇಮ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟರ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕಿಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕೈಯಲ್ಲಿ scientific calculator ಇರಲೇಬೇಕು. Okay, now let's see some prerequisites. In that, first one, that is base. So for example, see, this is 3 square. See, 3 square. Here 3 is base and 2 is power, or we can say this is index. See, what is base? Base is the factor which is repeatedly multiplied by itself again and again. See, base is the factor which is repeatedly multiplied. See, here factor is 3. So this is 3, this is base and this is index, and here 3 is factor and 3 the power 2, in the sense here factor is repeatedly multiplied by itself again and again. See, here 3 the power 2, in the sense here 3 is multiplied by 2 times. So base andre, so idu ಕೆಳಗೆ ಬರೆಯುವ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಇಸ್ ಬೇಸ್, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮೇಲೆ ಬರಿತೇವಲ್ಲ ಅದು ಪವರ್ ಆರ್ ಇಂಡೆಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಪ್ರೊನೌನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. ಸೊ ಈ ಬೇಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಟು ದ ಪವರ್ 2 ಇದ್ದಿದ್ರೆ ಇದು 2 ಸಲ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ 3 ಇಸ್ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈಡ್ ಬೈ 2 ಟೈಮ್ಸ್. ಸೊ 3 ಇಂಟು 3. ಸೊ ಟು ದ ಪವರ್ 2 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ 3 ದ ಪವರ್ 2 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ 3 2 ಸಲ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ದ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಈಸ್ 9. ಇಫ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್, ಟು ದ ಪವರ್ 4, ಇಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್? ಹಿಯರ್ 2 ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈಡ್ ಬೈ 4 ಟೈಮ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 4 ಸಲ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಅದು ನಾವು ಈ ತರ ಬರಿತೇವೆ, 2 ಇಂಟು 2 ಇಂಟು 2 ಇಂಟು 2, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಪವರ್ ಈಸ್ 4. ಸೊ So it means base in the sense that is the factors. A factor is this value. That factor is repeatedly multiplied by itself again and again. So what is this? So power in the sense what? Or index in the sense what? Index is the number of times the factor appears. So number of the time, I already told this is the factor. So power in the sense or index in the sense the number of times the factor appears. So here the 4 is there. So here 4 times factor is appeared. Here 2 is there. So here 2 times factor is appeared. So see ಇಲ್ಲಿ 4 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಈ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಈ ನಂಬರ್ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ಲ 4 times appear ಆಗ್ತದೆ. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪವರ್ 2 ಇದ್ರೆ 2 times appear ಆಗ್ತದೆ. For example, if it is like this 4 to the power 5. See here 4 is base and 5 is index or power. So factor in the sense what? This is multiplied by itself again and again. So here power is 5. So in the sense here 5 times 4 is multiplied. So here 5 in the sense they are same meaning, that is factor is multiplied by 5 times, that is 4 into 4 into 4 into 4, 1 2 3 4 and 5. So next if it is like this 8 to the power 4. So here 8 is base and 4 is power. How to write? ಹೇಗೆ ಬರಿಬಹುದು ಇದನ್ನ? 8 4 ಸಲ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತದೆ. That is 8 into 8 into 8 into 8. Okay, this is base and index or base and power. Okay, next let's see basic laws of indices. See the first one, that is a to the power m into a to the power n. That we can write a. See here base are equal. So here base is equal. So same base is same, that is a. So I will write a to the power. See here power is different. Index is different. So that will write a to the power m into n. ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇಸ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಇದೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಇಂಡೆಕ್ಸ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆ. ಈ ಕೇಸಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಯಾವ ತರ ಬರಿಬಹುದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಬೇಸ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಇರೋ ಕಾರಣ ನಾನು ಒಂದೇ ಸಲ ಬರಿತೇನೆ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎ. ಸೊ ಇದೆರಡು ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈಡ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಸೈನ್ ಈಸ್ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ. ಸೊ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ರೈಟ್ ಎಂ ಇಂಟು ಎನ್. ಸೊ ಎಂ ಇಂಟು ಎನ್. ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ law is a to the power m into a to the power n is equal to a to the power m into n. Okay, next second basic law, that is a to the power m divided by a to the power n. See here a is common, so base is common. So I will write a to the power m minus n, because here n is denominator, that is why I will write like this. Okay, next third one, a to the power m whole to the power n. So that I will write a to the power n. Here m and n multiplied, so I will write like this, m into n. Okay, next here ab whole to the power m. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ab whole to the power m ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So I will write a to the power m. So into in the sense what? Multiplied, isn't it? So a to the power m into b to the power m. Okay, next here a by b to the power m is there. How to write? Same thing. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಆದ್ರೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದೇವೆ ನಾವು? a into m to the whole to the power m ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಪ್ಲಿಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಹೇಗೆ ಸ್ಪ್ಲಿಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ? a to the power m into b to the power m. Correct, no? So here here a and b's are divided. So a divided by b. So ಹೇಗೆ ಬರಿಬಹುದು? ಸೇಮ್ ಸ್ಪ್ಲಿಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಬರೀರಿ. ಹೇಗೆ ಬರಿತೇವೆ? a to the power m divided by b to the power m. Next ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ a to the power half, that we will write square root of a. These are the basic laws. The first one, a to the power m into a to the power n in the sense that is equal to a to the power m into n. Next a to the power m divided by a to the power n. ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಯಾವ ತರ ಬರೆದಿದ್ದೇವೆ? a to the power m minus n. Next a to the power m whole to the power n, that is a to the power m into n. That is simple. Next a to the power a into b whole to the power m. Here ನಾವು ಸ್ಪ್ಲಿಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಸೊ a to the power m into b to the power m. Here a divided by b whole square. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಸ್ಪ್ಲಿಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದೇವೆ a to the power m b to the power m. Here a to the power 1 by 2, it means half. So that is equal to square root of a. Let's see the example problems. See here the first one, that is 3 to the power 3 into 3 to the power 2. So this is equal to, we can write, nodi 3 to the power 3. Yeah. See, we can write like this also, 3 to the power 3 into 3 to the power 2. ಈ ತರ ಸಹ ಬರಿಬಹುದು. ಹೇಗೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ 3 to the power, so 3 to the power 3 in the sense what? Here factors multiplied by 3 times. See, 3 into 3 into 3. The next sign into, so next here next term is 3 to the power 2. In the sense here 3 is multiplied by 2 times like this. So idu tumba lengthy process alla. So to avoid this lengthy process, we will write like this. So here 3 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ base is common. So base common ಇದ್ರೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಬರಿತೇವೆ? 3 into, so ಇದು ಮೆಥಡ್ 3 into mn. So here m is 3, n is 2. So 2. So m into n ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಬರಿಬಹುದು? 3 into 2. So ಇದನ್ನ ಹೇಗೆ ಬರಿಬಹುದು? 3 to the power 5. Okay, this method is easy, no? So see, here see here 3 is multiplied how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is also same. So what is 3 to the power 5? That is 243. Next, see here 4 to the power 3 divided by 4 to the power 2. See here 4 to the power 3 in the sense what? How to write? See here 4 is common. See 4 to the power 3 and 4 to the power 2 in the sense. Okay, next example number 2, that is 4 to the power 3 divided by 4 to the power 2. See, this problem is same as this condition, that is a to the power m divided by a to the power n. See here m is 3 and n is 2. See, and base are common. See here base are common. If base are common, we can write like this, a to the power. See here a in the sense that is 4 to the power m minus n. So here m is 3 and n is 2. So this is equal to, we can write 4 to the power 1. If 4 to the power 1, then the answer is 4 only. Next, see here, next problem number 3, that is 3 to the power 2 whole to the power 2. See, same as this condition. So here we can write, see here m is 2 and n is 2. So here we can write in the place a, here 3 is there. So we will write 3 to the power 2 into 2. That is 3 to the power 4. See, 3 to the power 4 is 81. Okay, next problem number, example number 4, that is 5 into 2 the power 2. So here we can write, see this is same as this condition. So here 5 is A and 2 is B and m is 2. So here m is 2. So that way I will split the terms like this, 5 to the power 2 into 2 the power 2. So here 5 to the power 2 in the sense 25 into 2 the power 2 in the sense 4. See, that is 5 to the power 2 into 2 the power 2, that we will write 5 into 5. Then sign is, so here 5 is multiplied 2 times, next sign is into. So here 2 the power 2 in the sense what? Here 2 is multiplied by 2 times, that is 2 into 2. So 2 into 2 4 and 5 into 5 25. So 25 into 4, what is the answer? 100. Okay, next, fifth example, that is 16 divided by 4 to the power half. So how to write this one? Okay, see here, this is same as this condition. That is, yeah, here half is m and here a is 16 and b is 4. So in the place a, that is 16 to the power m. So here m is half and here 4 to the power m. So here 4 is b m power m, here m is half. So I will write 4 to the power half. See, if the power is half, then we can write square root of that base. See, if the power is half, we can write square root of that base. So I will write it as square root of 16 divided by square root of 4. So square root of 16, that is 4, and square root of 4, that is 2. So here the answer is 2. Okay, these are the examples for basic laws of indices. Thanks for watching this video.
Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.